Next Week in Wolfeboro is underwritten by the Downtown Grill Cafe. The Downtown Grill Cafe is located at 33 Main Street in beautiful Wolfeboro, New Hampshire, with a fantastic view of Lake Winnipesaukee and Cate Park. Hours of operations are daily from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information about this underwriter, check out the website www.downtowngrill.cafe.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm your host, Kristen Cooper. We're coming to you from the Wolfeboro Community Television studios, where we bring your community to view. We say thank you to our friends at the Downtown Grill Cafe for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro. It is through the support of underwriters and donors like you that programs like this are possible on Wolfeboro Community Television. If you would like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219. We also want you to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch this program on Facebook and YouTube. Once they're logged into either Facebook or YouTube, just search for Wolfeboro Community Television and you'll find us on Next Week in Wolfeboro. Alright, let's start right out with a report from the Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Vrees is ready with a report. We're sending it over to you, Mr. Vrees.
Hi and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary. I am standing right inside the Information Center located in the former railroad station. If you have any questions about what's going on or you are part of a group putting on an event, please stop by and see us here or give me a call at 569-2200. You can also go on wolfeborochamber.com and contact us via that website. So what's happening? Let's see. On the 20th, and the 21st is the Winter Quilters Retreat. If you haven't signed up for that yet, give Parks and Recreation a call, 569-5639. And that takes place over at the Community Center. And that's a Friday, Saturday. Also on the 21st, the First Congregational Church invites you to a potluck supper and game night. It starts at 5:30. The church is located on South Main Street across from Carpenter School. Again, that's open to the public. Go out and have some good food and play some fun games. The Wolfeboro Friends of Music continues its winter concert series on the 22nd, a 2 p.m. show in the Great Hall. It is David Caffin, and the Family and Sea Shanties. Again, that performance is 2 p.m. over at Great Hall. You can reach Wolfeboro Friends of Music at 569-2151. And I think that's all we have. So just to get out there and enjoy the winter activities in Wolfeboro. I know there's a Lego club that's going on now at the library. Again, you can call Parks and Rec if you want information for that. But have fun and remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. See ya.
Thank you, Mr. Vrees. Here's some other things we'd like to share with you, starting with, on Saturday, January 21st, the Kingswood Knights track team have an indoor meet at UNH at 2:30 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood Knights boys ice hockey team have an away game against Lebanon Stevens at 3:10 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood Knights girls ice hockey team have a home game against Manchester Central Memorial at Pop Whalen at 7 p.m. Go Knights! On Monday, January 23rd, the Kingswood Knights Unified Basketball Team have a home game against Prospect Mountain at 3 p.m. Go Knights! On Tuesday, January 24th, the Wolfeboro Public Library provides Toddler Time Story Hour at 10:30 a.m. Advanced signups is recommended. The Kingswood Knights girls basketball team have a home game against Milford at 6 p.m. Go Knights! The Friends of the Libby Museum will be having an informational meeting at the Wolfeboro Public Library from 6 to 8 p.m. The Kingswood Knights boys basketball team have an away game against Milford at 6:30 p.m. Go Knights! On Wednesday, January 25th, the Kingswood Knights wrestling team will be competing at the Kingswood Knights High School gym at 6 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood Knights boys ice hockey team have a home game against John Stark Regional High School at Pop Whalen at 7 p.m. Go Knights! On Thursday, January 26th, the Wolfeboro Public Library provides preschool story hour at 10:30 a.m. Advanced signups is recommended. The Kingswood Knights boys basketball team have an away game against Kennett at 6:30 p.m. Go Knights! On Saturday, January 28th, the Friends of the Libby Museum will be having an informational meeting at the Wolfeboro Public Library from 12:30 to 2 p.m. Okay, let's send it over to the Parks and Recreation Department. Parks and Recreation Director Christine Collins is ready with an update on all things Parks and Rec. We're sending it over to you, Christine Collins.
Thanks, Kristen. Christine Collins here with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and just want to share what we have going on. So the rink is up and running, we are happy to say. Please bear with us. We have most of our ice skates back. We're still working on our skate sharpening room, getting that organized. So we're kind of running out of different rooms than what they were designated for until the rink is completely finished. So please bear with us. We are doing our best. We do have skating times that are listed on the website, so you want to make sure you check that. For the most part, we try to have them roughly the same time, but we have private rentals here and there, so we do have to alter a little bit. So you do want to make sure you're checking. When I say checking, that means you're going to go to wolfeboronh.us, go to the Parks and Recreation page. When you go to the Parks and Recreation page, there is a blue button that says Register Now. Click on that one, and then it will bring you to our programming software. So when you get in there, there's a couple options. You can either purchase season passes for Abenaki, you can sign up for programs, or you could check out our calendars. I believe it's at the top, and you go to calendar, and when it first comes up, it has checked all facilities, and that is showing you all the facilities and what's on the schedule for them. Or you can just go and check Pop Whalen specifically, Abenaki specifically, and just see what's on the schedule for that. What you're looking for public skate and stick practice is exactly that. It will say public skate, or it will say stick practice. If it has another name, that is a private rental or something else is going on the ice. So the ones you want to look at are public skate or stick practice. Speaking of public skate and stick practice, we do not offer season passes for those. However, we do have punch cards. So pretty much you purchase five skates, and you pay for you get 6 for the price of 5, essentially. So we have it for stick practice and for public skate. They are separate because there is a different cost between the two of those. So you just want to make sure you can go to the rink and purchase them, and then you'll have those. Season passes are available for Abenaki, so you can go on the website and get those there. And then every time you come in, though, you do want to make sure you're checking in to get your ticket for the day. That's how we keep track of who's there, and you need a ticket in order to ski for the day. Other things that we have going on, we had our first Lego club for the month, and it was pretty awesome. A lot of people signed up for that, so if you have not registered for that, you still want to register for that. We are taking registrations for the Progressive Ski Dinner. However, we have been monitoring the weather and the trails and all that, so it does look like we are going to push back the Progressive Ski Dinner. This Mother Nature is playing games with us because we have had it closer to Winter Carnival, and then we've pushed it back because we weren't getting the snow for Winter Carnival, and then we did have the snow one time when we pushed it back, and then the rain came and washed it all away. So we are trying to juggle this. So we're hoping if we push it back a little bit that we will have the snow that we need in order to run that event. Last year, we had the snow, it went away due to the rain, and it was kind of last minute, so we didn't cancel it. We still ran it. A lot of people did pull out. And we did offer ice skating. It looks like for the date that we have selected, which is February 4th, the rink is not available. So if it is weather dependent and we can't really ski, it doesn't look like we'd be able to skate either. So it looks like we're going to try to move that date just so we have some open availability if things don't go according to plan. Please remember, though, it is a fundraiser. We're trying to have that for Friends of Abenaki. They help support Abenaki Ski Area. We've gotten snow guns from them. We just had new lights put on. So they really do try to embellish that area, and really, you know, that money does go for a good cause. Other things we have going on, there's a quilters retreat coming up, so you want to check that on our website. we're planning for our winter carnival right now, and we are also, believe it or not, planning for spring programming. So we are looking at possibilities for the Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center, things we could get in there in the off season. We did do a post on it on Facebook. Some people had a lot of great ideas. We did see a lot of comments about public skating after school, and I just wanted to touch on that real quick. So typically when we open up our rink, we open up in October and we run it until probably end of March, beginning of April. When we open up in October, it is a slow start. And when I say it's a slow start, it means that most of the schools that rent that facility are not really in there. So from October till probably Thanksgiving, we do have a lot of public skating after school and such. So this year we weren't able to open until January. But once the schools start skating, which is typically Thanksgiving break until probably February vacation, it is hard to have after school skating because everyone is looking for that ice time. So we're really trying to get all those teams in there. So what we're going to do is, you just want to make sure you check our website, and any opportunity we have to put in a public skate or a skating party, we are going to try to do that. But unfortunately, with the expansion, it's great, but we still only have one sheet of ice, so we're trying to make it work for everyone. So definitely check out, we are trying to put some of those public skates on there that are after hours, a little bit more conducive to family time, and we'll try to get some of those after school hours as well. I think that's it for now. Definitely check our Facebook page. We're always trying to add fun things. We are doing Where Are We Wednesday, Photo Friday. There's some talks about some other fun things happening. So check us out and try to see what's happening. As you can see, we are still in our trailer. We are hoping in the next couple of weeks we will be over at the Pop Whalen in Abenaki ski area where all of our facilities are running right now. So bear with us. We are doing the best that we can in these conditions. But that's all we have for now. Back to you, Kristen.
Thank you, Christine Collins. Joyce Davis is at the Wolfeboro Public Library with a report. We're sending it over to you, Joyce Davis.
Thanks, Kristen. If this not too wintry weather has you down, why not think spring? If you love gardening and can't wait to start digging in the dirt again, you are invited to drop by on Friday, January 20th at 11:30 a.m. for our informal gardening chat group. Meet with other gardeners to share stories, tips, and questions. Once again this year, trained volunteers from the AARP will be happy to prepare and file your tax return. They will be here at the library every Thursday during tax season from February 9th to April 6th. You'll need to call for an appointment, and we'll let you know what items you need to bring and what form needs to be filled out in advance. Call us at 569-2428 to set up an appointment. Books are available to pick up for our second Tuesday book discussion scheduled for Tuesday, February 14th at 1 o'clock. We'll be reading and discussing Willa Cather's classic novel, Death Comes to the Archbishop. Everyone is welcome. If your reading taste runs to whodunits, we have a book group just for mystery lovers. On Wednesday, February 15th at 11 a.m., we'll be reading Moonflower Murders by Anthony Horowitz. It features his famous literary detective Atticus Pund and Susan Ryland, hero of the worldwide bestseller Magpie Murders. Copies are available at the desk for checkout. Our Friday film series continues on Friday the 20th at 1 p.m. Every month, Jeannie Mitchell picks a class movie to screen. Since copyright law does not permit us to share the name of a film, call us for more information or just come by and be pleasantly surprised. On February 2nd, Groundhog Day, we'll be showing the movie that helped make Groundhog Day famous. Come and enjoy this classic with us. It's 30 years old this year. Storytime sessions with Jeannie are in full swing now. Tuesdays at 10:30 for toddlers and Thursdays at 10:30 for preschoolers. Please register in advance on our website. If you need help with your computer, your phone, your laptop, or other device, you want to make an appointment to meet with Mike, our IT specialist. He's available Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. to help you solve your tech issues. Also now on Tuesdays through February, you can drop in for genealogy help with a volunteer from the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group. Whether you are just starting out, doing family research, or stuck at a certain point, Dee can help you out. That's Tuesdays from 10 to 2. The library is circulating a short survey and would really like to find out more about how and why you use the library and the types of programs and services you'd like to see offered in the coming months. You'll be able to pick up this one-page survey at the library or at Town Hall, and you can find it on our website. Back to you, Kristen.
Thank you, Joyce Davis. Pastor Justin and Josh Dupre are at the Calvary Wolfeboro with our next report. We're sending it over to you, Pastor Justin and Josh.
Well, hello again, and welcome back to CW Today. I'm Justin.
I'm Josh.
And wow, it's been this week, this time, it's crazy. We, as we record this, Wolfeboro's been hit by a big blow. Hunter's grocery store basically burned to the ground this week, and it's just a reminder for all of us that you never know. You never know what's going to happen, and I'm almost positive nobody, no person was hurt, injured at all. But that incredible resource for the community is gone for now, and so that's a big blow. So yeah, so we're reeling from that a little bit as a community. Maybe you are too, as you watch this, and just think. It always makes you think, you know, when unexpected destruction comes, it just makes you appreciate things. I mean, we live right behind the grocery store, for example. Our property line shares their property line. I had video from my son's window of just the massive flames and stuff. So yeah, obviously as a church, we're always trying to be ready for any ways that we can help, and so we'll see if anything comes up with this. But what's going on around here, Josh? What do we have going on as a church in this town of Wolfeboro?
Well, in the midst of that, we're going to gather together next Wednesday for a time that's perfect timing for the events of this week. And you know, it's a time of reflection, a time of prayer, a time of worship, singing to God, and seeking the only hope we have.
Yeah.
Him. And what a miracle that it is that no other building surrounding Hunters caught on fire, and just the blessing of the fire departments we have, not only here in Wolfeboro, but the surrounding communities, that did just an awesome job of their time and in keeping the fire contained. And so next Wednesday, we're going to have a night of worship, which is all of that, a time of reflection, prayer, singing to God, seeking the only hope we have, and being thankful for those blessings in the midst of destruction and devastation, and the hope we can have for whatever the future is for the families that have been affected by Hunters burning down, people who work there, the owners. And so that'll be next Wednesday night, January 25th, 7 p.m. right here. And as always, weekly we have our men's and women's gatherings, Bible studies. They all take place on Thursdays. And the women gather at 9:30 right here in the sanctuary at 43 Mill Street. And then again at 7 p.m. right here in the sanctuary. And then the men also gather here upstairs for a Thursday night Bible study at 7 p.m. So both the ladies and men are here at 7 p.m. as well. And then in the morning, early morning, if you're a person that likes to get up at the sunrise, 6 a.m., men's prayer meeting. Guys gather and to seek God together and pray for things like this in the community and each other. So that's what's going on here right now. If you would like to stay up to date on what's going on, you can go to our app on the App Store, Calvary Wolfeboro, all one word, all lowercase, or you can go to our website, calvarywolfeboro.org.
That's it. It's good. Hebrews 10 says, "Let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near. So that's the word for today is let us consider as brothers and sisters in Christ, if you are one, as community members, how to stir up one another to love and good works. Let's see how God can use this fire, this catastrophe to bring about His goodness into the world, like He always does in the midst of catastrophe. Good to be with you today. CW today is a ministry of Calvary Wolfeboro. We're a local church seeking to follow Christ as disciples together. Well, now back to the studio.
Thank you, Pastor Justin and Josh. Father Cole and Deacon Chris are at the St. Katherine Drexel Catholic Church with a report. We're sending it over to you, Father Cole and Deacon Chris.
Well, hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Kristen, thanks for having us on. Father Bob Cole here with Deacon Chris Connolly. We're both from Providence, Rhode Island, and so we every now and then mention that. We're born in the same hospital, lying in hospital. It really is quite a thing to come together here in New Hampshire after coming from the Ocean State. It really is. So thank you again. A few things now. This is the Friday morning, and we have Eucharistic adoration going on right now in the parish hall, in the church, Eucharistic adoration. In the parish hall, Gertrude Hammond has her series on Mary, our mother, and it's quite popular. So even if you haven't started coming on Fridays, you're welcome to join. They have refreshments, they have videos, prayer, and then discussion groups on Mary, and everybody seems to like Mary, our mother. She's a very, very likable person. So here it is now, the 20th, Friday the 20th, and then tonight, if it isn't too late, we're going to have a lock-in tonight for the junior high and high school, and they're very popular. You stay overnight, you have supper here, you have a lot of fun, and in the midst of that, there's a topic, a Christian topic that is discussed and experienced, and then you have breakfast in the morning. You leave about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you haven't come before, you're most welcome, and Gertrude Hammond and other adults will be here to chaperone the situation. So that's all happening today, Friday, the 20th. And then tomorrow, Saturday the 21st at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 4, the Knights of Columbus, and we're both Knights of Columbus, we're having the Holy Hour for life because the 22nd is of January is the anniversary 50 years ago of Roe versus Wade. So we've always prayed for life, and the Knights, we're going to have a Holy Hour from 3 to 4. And then at each Mass, Barbara Richards, who heads up the Lighthouse Pregnancy Care Center, will give us a report on how they're doing this year. So that's quite a bit happening. And Chris, my brother here, he just had his brother's funeral down in Attleboro. So how did that go?
That went very well, thank you, Father. It was a wonderful Mass, funeral Mass. I get to meet back with all my family. I'm one of 10. 2 have died. My second brother died. So we had the funeral. He got buried. He was in the Secular Order of St. Francis. It was founded by Francis, by the saint, about 800 years ago. And he was in that. And his group from Boston, they all came together and they shared. It was special. I mean, St. Francis, he's a good bet to be with because he understands the faith. And he even named death Sister Death. So he had a very, very close understanding of when a person dies, that's not the end.
He welcomed death.
Yes. St. Francis welcomed death, and hopefully my brother had the same attitude too.
His brother was named Stephen, and must have been a man of faith.
Yeah, he was a very faithful man. He was in the Knights of Columbus, the Secular Order of Francis. He went to Mass frequently, all the time, and it was special.
All
It was
right.
nice.
Well,
Thank you.
So I always think of Mrs. Conley with 10 kids, what that must have been like.
10. I don't know how my mother did it.
So she's a saint.
She's a saint. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So come join us. Saturday Mass is at 4, preceded by the Holy Hour this week. Also confessions. And then Sunday morning, 8:30 and 10:30. And after the 8:30, of course, there's religious faith formation in the parish hall as well. So come and visit. The church is open every morning from 7 until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're driving by, drop in, say a prayer. I'd love to have you. Thank you again, Kristen. Bless you all.
Thank you, Father Cole and Deacon Chris. And thank you for tuning in to our weekly program. Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro. If you'd like to add an event to our program, please contact our producers at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week. With clear eyes and full hearts, I'm Kristen Cooper for Wolfeboro Community Television, bringing your community to view.